Jay-Z is Diddy's handler and he's currently hiding. I have evidence, and if I give it to the FBI, Jay-Z will be arrested immediately.
The internet is buzzing as Jay-Z reportedly tries to leave the country after 50 Cent released his private messages with Diddy. Tension is high, and everyone wants answers. What will happen next in this rap battle? Join us as we uncover the full story of the leaked chat. The Reckoning sparks fresh hip-hop tension. The release of Sean Combs' The Reckoning, a Netflix docuseries executive produced by 50 Cent, has kicked off a loud new wave of talk across the hip-hop scene. The project did not arrive quietly. Instead, it reopened old wounds, reignited long-running rivalries, and pushed familiar names back into the same heated conversation. Even without direct comments from everyone involved, the impact has been clear and far-reaching. Jay-Z has stayed silent about the docuseries and has not spoken publicly about 50 Cent in relation to it. Still, his name keeps popping up as fans and insiders speculate about old tensions bubbling up again. The absence of a statement has not slowed anything down. In fact, it has added fuel to the curiosity, with many people reading into the quiet as much as they would into a loud response. For 50 Cent, this moment feels like familiar territory. His career has long been surrounded by public disputes, sharp words, and ongoing feuds that play out right in front of fans. The attention following the docuseries fits right into that history. It looks less like a surprise chapter and more like another page in a story that never really closes. Every time his name trends, past conflicts seem to follow right behind. One of those conflicts involves Ja Rule, whose strained relationship with 50 Cent has never fully faded from public memory. With the release of the documentary, that history has once again been pulled back into the spotlight. Online talk started moving fast after Ja Rule was seen following 50 Cent's former partner on Instagram. On its own, the action was small. Still, in the world of celebrity watching, it was enough to spark theories, guesses, and dramatic conclusions about changing sides and hidden motives. Social media did what it always does. Posts, comments, and screenshots spread quickly, turning a simple follow into a full-blown discussion about alliances and possible plans. One comment making the rounds claimed that Ja Rule, Jay-Z, and Roc Nation were lining up together for an attack. The idea caught attention, even though it came with no proof. It was the kind of claim that thrives online, especially when old rivalries are already back in focus. 50 Cent did not seem shaken by the talk. He brushed it off with a short, sarcastic remark, saying his momentum was the reason everyone else felt the need to come together. The tone was classic him, cool on the surface, sharp underneath, and clearly meant to show confidence rather than concern. The response did not end the chatter, but it kept him at the center of it. It remains unclear whether this renewed noise points to anything serious or if it is just another temporary flare-up. In a time when online feuds can feel more like performance than real conflict, it is hard to tell what carries weight and what fades after a few viral moments. Still, the steady flow of posts from 50 Cent has kept people watching. Every comment, joke, or reaction adds another layer to the ongoing discussion tied to the documentary. Beyond the social media back and forth, the situation also connects to older opinions. 50 Cent has shared about fellow artists. In a past interview, he described Jay-Z as competitive, a word that continues to echo now that their names are linked again through speculation. That label has been pulled back into the conversation, not as a new claim, but as part of the long record of things said over the years. At the same time, attention has shifted toward accusations aimed at 50 Cent himself. Ja Rule has accused him of treating women poorly, pointing back to claims previously made by 50 Cent's former partner, Daphne Joy. These allegations have added another serious layer to the current moment, placing personal issues alongside industry rivalries. So far, 50 Cent has not given a full public response to these accusations. His silence has allowed the claims to circulate on their own, mixing with the broader tension sparked by the documentary. Without a clear statement, the focus remains split between old feuds, new speculation, and unresolved allegations. Altogether, the release of Sean Combs' The Reckoning has done more than introduce a new docuseries to Netflix viewers. It has reopened conversations that never fully went away, pulled familiar rivalries back into public view, and placed 50 Cent once again at the center of a complicated and fast-moving moment in hip-hop culture. The mix of silence, sarcasm, speculation, and accusation has kept eyes locked on the situation, proving that when history and headlines collide, the noise is never far behind. 50 Cent trolls Jay-Z over Diddy Netflix doc. 50 Cent set social media buzzing after he dropped a funny post poking at Jay-Z over his absence from the Netflix documentary Sean Combs' The Reckoning. The whole thing came off playful but sharp, the kind of joke that hits harder because of the long history between both rappers. Fans caught on fast, and the post spread quickly. The post featured a video edit that grabbed instant attention. Jay-Z's face was deep-faked into a Lionel Richie music video for You Are, creating a visual that felt both random and hilarious. 50 Cent used the clip to joke about how Jay-Z reacted after realizing he was not included in the Diddy documentary. Along with the video, 50 made it clear that the doc was dropping on Netflix on Tuesday, December 2, and he made sure everyone knew exactly why he was laughing about it. Sean Combs. The Reckoning is set to debut on Netflix on that Tuesday, and even before it aired, it was already pulling in reactions. 50 Cent's joke added fuel to the conversation, especially because he has never been shy about speaking his mind when it comes to people he has history with. His tone stayed casual and jokey, but the message landed. The reason the post hit so hard is because 50 Cent and Jay-Z go way back, and not always in a friendly way. Their relationship has been messy for years, dating all the way back to their early rap beef after 50 dropped How to Rob in 1999. That moment kicked off tension that never fully disappeared, even as both artists became major figures in the industry. Last year, 50 Cent brought up another issue involving Jay-Z, saying that Jay tried to block him from performing at the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show. That performance included heavy hitters like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, and Eminem. According to 50, there was resistance to him being part of the show, and he made it known that Eminem refused to do the performance unless 50 was included. That claim added another layer to the long-running friction between the two. More recently, 50 Cent also showed interest in Nicki Minaj going after Jay-Z on social media. He reacted publicly and made it clear that he enjoyed seeing her express her anger. His reaction fit his usual style, loud, direct, and unfiltered, and it once again placed Jay-Z in the middle of online chatter tied to 50. Earlier in 2024, Jay-Z became connected to a serious legal situation when he was named in a sexual assault lawsuit. The case involved a Jane Doe who filed a $20 million lawsuit that also accused Diddy. The lawsuit was later dropped, but the situation still drew attention. After the case was dismissed, the woman said she planned to remain anonymous because she feared for her safety and mental health. Even though the lawsuit did not move forward, the accusations were widely discussed at the time. At the same time, 50 Cent has been dealing with reactions to his involvement in Sean Combs' The Reckoning. Despite his well-known beef with Diddy, 50 has insisted that the documentary is not personal. He has maintained that his role in the project is not driven by grudges, even though many people see the history between them and raise eyebrows. On the other side, representatives for Diddy have pushed back hard. They have claimed that the documentary uses footage of Diddy that was not authorized. They have also suggested that 50 Cent's past conflicts with Diddy make his involvement in the project concerning. This back and forth has only made the documentary feel more controversial before its release. 50 Cent addressed some of this directly on Instagram. He said that Diddy's public relations team was saying very nasty things about him. He also mentioned that he was being labeled an adversary. In his usual laid-back style, he brushed it off and joked that his only real issue was not wanting to attend Diddy's parties. That comment added humor, but also showed how personal and public the tension has become. All of this ties back to the same pattern people have seen from 50 Cent for years. He uses humor, sarcasm, and social media to keep himself at the center of the conversation. Whether he is joking about Jay-Z not being featured in a Netflix documentary or responding to claims from Diddy's team, he stays loud and visible. With Sean Combs, The Reckoning set to land on Netflix on Tuesday, December 2, the jokes, reactions, and debates are only getting started. 50 Cent's post may have been playful, but it reopened old wounds, highlighted past beefs, and reminded everyone just how tangled these industry relationships really are. Throwing light jabs at hip-hop giants, 50 Cent has built a strong reputation for being one of the loudest trolls in hip-hop. Online, on camera, or in interviews, he is always ready to poke fun at rivals, critics, and even industry legends. That habit has followed him for years, and fans have come to expect it. Recently, though, his attention has been locked on very serious sexual assault allegations involving two of the biggest names in the culture, Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z. The allegations against Diddy date back to last year, while Jay-Z was more recently accused of raping a minor. Because of the weight of these claims, many people felt uneasy seeing 50 Cent joke or make sharp comments online. Still, according to Fifth himself, his constant jabs are not coming from a place of hatred or personal beef. He says there is no deep grudge behind the post, even if his tone sometimes feels wild. During a recent appearance on Big Boy's digital platform, the Queens rapper explained where he stands with both men. He made it clear that his history with Diddy and Jay-Z goes way back to the late 1990s. Back then, the hip-hop world was smaller, and everyone crossed paths in studios, meetings, and business deals. According to 50, his relationship with Diddy was never built on hate. He stated plainly that he never disliked Diddy as a person. At the same time, he admitted that certain actions connected to Diddy over the years made him uncomfortable. He did not break down every detail, but longtime fans already know one major issue he has spoken about before. In the early 2000s, 50 Cent recorded a feature verse for a Jennifer Lopez song. Later, he was replaced by Nas on that same record. 50 has claimed in the past that Diddy was behind that switch, and that situation clearly stuck with him. Another moment that stirred emotions was Diddy's connection to Daphne Joy, the mother of 50 Cent's youngest son, Sire. When news of their romantic involvement surfaced, 50 reacted strongly. He accused Daphne Joy of being a sex worker involved in what he described as Diddy's alleged sex trafficking operation. Both Daphne Joy and Diddy have firmly denied those claims. Even so, the situation added more tension to an already complicated dynamic. When it comes to Jay-Z, the energy is different. 50 Cent says his comments about Hov are driven more by competition than personal dislike. Hip-hop has always thrived on rivalry, and 50 sees himself as someone who never backs down from comparing legacies, success, and power. Despite throwing jabs, he also expressed concern for Jay-Z following the serious accusations against him. The allegation involving Jay-Z includes a claim that he raped a 13-year-old girl during an MTV Video Music Awards after-party. Speaking on the situation, 50 Cent said he hopes Jay-Z is mentally and emotionally okay at home. He pointed out that Jay-Z has a daughter who is around the same age as the minor mentioned in the accusation. For 50, that detail alone makes the situation heavy and disturbing, regardless of how everything turns out. He also stressed that even without a verdict, the damage from such accusations is already massive. According to him, once names like Diddy and Jay-Z are linked to sex crimes involving women or minors, their reputations are permanently shaken. In his view, allegations alone leave stains that are hard to wash off, no matter how powerful or respected someone is. Even though 50 insists his social media posts are not meant to be cruel or personal, he still could not resist another jab. This time, it involved Jay-Z attending the premiere of Mufasa, The Lion King, with his family, while the accusations were still fresh. 50 mocked the move online, suggesting it was strange to show up smiling at a family movie event while facing such serious claims. That post quickly caught attention and sparked debate, with some people laughing it off and others calling it insensitive. Despite all the noise, both Diddy and Jay-Z have strongly denied the sexual assault allegations against them. Jay-Z has taken legal steps as well, filing a motion to have the identity of his accuser revealed. As of now, the legal process is still unfolding, and no final outcomes have been decided. What stands out most in all of this is how 50 Cent walks a tight line between humor and harsh reality. On one hand, he says he feels no hate toward Diddy or Jay-Z. On the other hand, he continues to comment publicly in ways that feel sharp, sarcastic, and sometimes cold. That mix is very on brand for him. He has always used humor, shock, and blunt talk to stay relevant and keep eyes on him. Eyes on the Cotswolds with a massive estate plan. Beyoncé and Jay-Z are now part of the growing wave of big-name celebrities choosing the Cotswolds as their next place to call home. The global music icons are reportedly planning a major move into the quiet English countryside, with eyes on a huge 58-acre plot of land in the village of Wigginton. The plan is not small or simple. The land is expected to be transformed into a full multi-property estate, complete with a main 7-bedroom house, a private lake, and wide stretches of farmland. This potential move adds the power couple to an already impressive list of famous names settling into the Cotswolds. Beyoncé and Jay-Z already own homes in New York, Miami, Los Angeles, and New Orleans, so this would be another strong addition to their already stacked property collection. Even with homes spread across America, the idea of a peaceful countryside retreat in England clearly has a strong pull for them. Reports suggest the couple are currently in talks to buy the land, with the deal estimated to come in around £18 million. The plot already has planning permission in place, which was approved back in 2020. That approval allows a new house to be built on the land, setting the stage for the large-scale plans now linked to the superstar pair. However, not everyone in the area has been excited about the development. Some local residents have raised concerns, mainly around how such a large estate could affect the calm and quiet nature of the village. There has been worry that the area could slowly lose its rural charm and begin to feel more built up than before. These concerns have added a layer of tension around the project. Even though the official planning permission has already been granted, visual plans for the estate give a clear idea of what Beyoncé and Jay-Z are aiming for. CGI images show several wooden buildings designed in a barn-style look, all arranged around a man-made lake. The design feels very intentional, with a strong focus on blending into the natural landscape rather than standing out in a loud way. The buildings appear low-key from a distance, matching the countryside vibe while still offering a luxury feel. One of the standout features of the proposed estate is a structure that stretches directly over the lake. This building is supported by pylons placed in the water, creating a floating effect that feels modern but calm. A large glass wall facing the water allows the inside of the building to flow smoothly into the outdoor space. The idea is clearly about creating a peaceful connection between the home and its surroundings, letting nature be part of everyday life. The Cotswolds itself is a huge part of the appeal. Known for its rolling hills, open farmland, and honey-colored stone buildings, the area has long been a favorite for both visitors and long-term residents. It has an easy, relaxed energy that attracts people looking to escape busy city life without giving up beauty or comfort. Being officially classified as an area of outstanding natural beauty only adds to its charm and protected status. Beyoncé and Jay-Z would be joining a strong celebrity community in the area. Nearby villages are already home to well-known names like Jeremy Clarkson and Liam Gallagher. Ellen DeGeneres also lived in the region until recently and has reportedly just sold her large Cotswold home for £22.5 million. The area has clearly become a hotspot for stars who value privacy, space, and a slower pace. The Beckhams are another famous family with long-standing ties to the Cotswolds. They are said to spend a lot of time at Soho Farmhouse, a popular private members club in the area that sits conveniently close to their own estate. This mix of luxury, privacy, and community makes the region especially attractive to high-profile residents. At the moment, there is no confirmed timeline for when construction on Beyoncé and Jay-Z's property might begin. While the plans are known and the land is reportedly being negotiated, the exact start date remains unclear. Once finished, though, the estate would stand as their official UK base, adding an international layer to their already impressive lineup of homes. With so many properties spread across the United States, it does raise questions about how often the couple would be able to spend time in the Cotswolds. Balancing multiple homes across different countries is no small task. Still, if anyone has the schedule, resources, and flexibility to make it work, it is Beyoncé and Jay-Z.